Make sure that is being picked up. Yes, it is. Second of all, let's go to YouTube. As usual, getting the stream up onto the URC YouTube. Gonna mute myself for now because I don't need to hear my beautiful voice enough, or even more. Streams, let's see. Here we are. And everyone. So today is round 3 around Mexico. I missed the China race due to being sick, unfortunately, but I'm back today with round 3, and it's a sprint race, so we are gonna have qualifying and 25% race, and then we have the 50% race after that. So a lot of race. It's the Scandinavian Wonder Kid back on the mic again. Indeed it is. Mexico, a race which URC's sister league SPRC ran last week, I believe. And I managed to win on Thursday. So Mexico has a special place in my heart, together with a few other tracks. But we have short qualifying for the sprint race, and I'm thankful for that, because otherwise we would be here for 3 hours. But yeah, it looks like we are getting ready. I think I am gonna have to up the game volume once we get into the race, so you can hear the cars good enough. Ozan in the Alfa Romeo has had a big following over in SPRC. It's had a tough couple of races there, hoping for him to go into the points today around Mexico. Obviously has the running from just a couple of weeks ago in Mexico, so can definitely. Ozan, the best driver in URC. Yeah, definitely. Now, just gonna make sure that you guys can hear the cars. So I have to listen to myself for a bit. Yeah, I can even hear myself in the background. That's annoying. I don't like listening to myself. I love doing comms, but I don't like listening to myself, which is good. So I'm getting the telemetry up for you guys. And now we see the cars starting to roll out very, very soon. Depends on weather, of course. But now we can see a Ferrari coming out, and shortly followed by an Alpine. But Barbarian first out. Okay, now the question is, how loud am I compared to the car? Okay, now the question is, how loud am I compared to the car? I'm gonna up the volume just a bit. One moment. There we are, that should be loud enough for you guys to hear both me and the car. There we are, that should be loud enough for you guys to hear both me and the car. Actually, I'm gonna lower it one, just so I don't have to talk super loud, as Liam has retired. I'm gonna lower it one. As we don't need to listen to myself, Liam has retired, and that is at the exit of the S section. So Liam will be starting P16 unless Aeon, Spillage or Brinty also retires, or someone gets disqualified, of course. But you can see now Barbarian coming down the very long straight, where DRS will be very powerful through the first couple of turns, where if you have a high enough ride height you can actually ride the curbs and gain a bit of time. Barbarian with a 28.6 through sector 1. Oh, looks a bit loose through there, losing the back end. And again, the second part of that very odd turn. Yeah, through the start of the S section. Looks planted enough there, and there is a wheel on track, with no red flag to sort that out. Luckily, because otherwise we would probably be here all day as well. Barbarian coming through. And the first lap and sets the benchmark 1:17.3. And now let's see if Jonesy can get close to that. Jonesy smashes it. And invalidated with Ozan. Ozan goes P2 1:16.9. Zach goes P2. I was on the wrong way. Poskett has invalidated Sweet coming through. He's at 16.1. Here comes a lot of cars. Spillage, third over the line. Spillage, I know, has a very quick setup. Will be very fast. As the two-time reigning champion Skills Dan goes on provisional pole with a 15.0. As we have Panda spinning. Oh, don't get disqualified. And Panda gets disqualified for going the wrong way. Did Panda have a qualifying ban, I wonder? Luckily for Panda, they had a chance to make their way up before the actual race with the sprint. 25% race, which will be a medium softs, or softs medium, depending on where you qualify on the grid. Lewis de Beaker, I dare to say the quickest in qualifying in URC, goes P3 on used tires, 15.7. But I am willing to say that Lewis is the quickest in a one-lap shootout. Brenty on the mediums goes P11 and therefore hasn't made use of the medium tires. Owen Pye has invalidated his lap. And Lewis getting told off to not use the phone while driving by Stooge. Let's see if Ozan is getting faster. Tiny improvement, but it is improvement nonetheless. And Foskett is, I think, going into pit. So we will go on board with Brenty, who is improving in sector 2. Went a tad deep, but we'll find time. And comes over the line. It was 17.4, but still just outside that top 10. Brenty's teammate actually, Barbarian, with a 17.3, denying, as we see Pi invalidating again through that S section. Invalidating, probably coming into the pits then. Oh, so that's Pi. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Pi in the pits. Brenty is on our way back. We will go on board with Aeon Blade. Goodness, I'm using despite having 0 pulse. Yeah, I think when you're the most consistent up there. Like, you can get 3 P2s in a row, whilst someone like Dan will get 2 poles but then be P4. And it nails that section. So you're one of the quickest and you're the most consistent, which is more important than being very quick. Considering I'm not quick at all and I'm still P2 in the Thursday's Championship on SPRC. As Aeon Blade comes through to go P7. Stooge is telling Lewis quickest to DNF, may I say. But definitely has the funniest DNF in running into a car under safety car in Spa. We will hop on board with Chedeville. Oh, Chedeville spins. That's not good. Chedeville parks it, don't get disqualified. So we will be on board with Jonesy instead. As Chedeville had. Barbarian retires from P11 after spinning it in the S section. As Jonesy goes P2, still 1/10 behind Dan. And here comes Pi. Can Pi? Pi is on an outlet, so it doesn't matter. That is apparently 7 seconds behind, but look how he's pushing. No ERS usage on that. We will look with Lewis through the S section. It's minimal curbage. Oh, and invalidated. Caught you in 4K, or actually 720p, but still. Shark is second behind. Jonesy is purple through the second sector. Can Jonesy go ahead of Dan? There's no point saving tires in reality, since the sprint race will only be a one-stop, soft mediums, medium softs. Jonesy looks to have aborted that and goes into the pits. But since we'll have to make another race with the 50%, you'll get your tires back, so there's absolutely 0 point in saving tires. As someone retired or left, I couldn't quite see. Let's hop back in stream and catch it this time. It's Pi who has retired. Oh, and something has happened to Lewis. So I'll go back. Caught the curbs in the first sector. Obviously didn't have the ride height high enough. Because I know esports drivers just bump up the ride height 1 or 2 and just go over those curbs. Street almost 2 tenths behind, but might be able to find time later in the lap, so we will stay on board with the the Red Bull driver. Street Peter Q. Street, I think, was teammate with Dan in. Oh, Street has validated as well, and Foskett is also going slow. Lewis again with an invalidation coming into the pits to get one more run. Ozen super far behind, probably isn't pushing. Yeah, no ERS. Brenty on the soft tires, 1 second up, actually fastest in the second sector. I look to have taken a bit too much curb through that chicane section and goes P7. Very good from the Ferrari driver of Brenty. Cherbo then, apparently also quickest in the second sector. Might actually be compared to P10. But here Cherbo comes over the line and goes P3. A very, very good time, 15.3 from the Mercedes driver. And Street has invalidated Iron Blade. Is looking to improve. It does so, but only minorly. I think had a bad final corner. Ozen has invalidated, unfortunately. And actually, while I'm at it, also looks like no one is really pushing. I will put this in as PRC as well. Yeah, 3 minutes to go. People are getting into the pits to be able to make one more lap. Currently Dan in provisional pole position with a 15.023. Jonesy P2 with a 15.123, and Cherbo in P3 with a 15.318. So not much in it. You can see the drivers putting on the freshest set of rubber they have. With only 2 minutes 30 to go. I see Foskett and Luther Beaker, the first guys out. Sack won't have time to go in and then back out, so we'll have to stay on those tires. Sack currently in P10. We will go on board with Foskett, who is We're just ahead. Fosgate might wanna either let Zach by or yeah, let Zach by. Because you don't want to carry anyone through those two long DRS straights. It might also get very, very awkward. Trying to... Zach goes into the pit. Zach is done with qualifying. Will get at best P10, at worst P12, so actually not too bad of a start position as Barbarian, Pi, Liam have all DNF'd, and Panda getting DSQ'd. Incident decisions. Looking for Panda. I don't see Panda having any sort of... I see Lewis is up, Fosgate was down, or vice versa. Depending on how you want to say it. Fosgate is behind their previous best, but might be able to find a lot of time through here. It's very confident. And now let's see the second time. Actually still just behind. Let's follow Lewis then. 2 times up. Will be very interesting to see where Lewis will end up. Fosgate coming through now. Can Fosgate find time? Yes, but stays P9, and Lewis has crashed through the final turn. Dan has invalidated. We'll have to look up for Brenty. Let's Brenty go. So now we can get a glimpse. Oh, invalidate of that. Oh, and Lewis has just ended. Thank. Oh, and Jones as well in the S section. People just pushing too hard right now. If this was real life, there would be a safety car. By Lewis doing a Valtteri Bottas impression. I think Bottas did that. I think I did jinx you. I'm so sorry about that. Aeon Blade coming through. Can they get into the top 10? Yes, P7. Yeah, Bottas 2019, you see, I got great F1 memory. And no one improved. Dan didn't improve, Chervo, Jonesy crashed. So we have Dan in pole position. Ahead of Jonesy for Mercedes and Chervo for Mercedes. Alpine and Jarpy P4, Lewis P5, gunning for that P1 in the sprint race that we have in front of us. Spillage P6, my good friend from the Thursday League in SPRC. Aeon Blade 7th, Street P8, Brenty P9. Fosgate P10 will start on softs in the sprint. Ozen, Zach, Barbarian, Pi, Liam and Panda, I think, will start on mediums. Because they have the free choice of tires. Will be interesting to see in F1 22, when we don't have these rules anymore, how many drivers go for the alternate strat. Especially in the longer races. I think Dan will win the sprint. I think someone outside the top 10 will get onto the podium. As the softs are very much stronger than mediums, depending on whether a safety car even comes out, but when it comes out, if it does. As the countdown has started, we have 20 seconds until race start for the F1 sprint. And then we have 18 laps, and then we have 36 laps after the sprint. But here we are then. We have the 5 red lights on. Lights are out and the sprint has begun. Dan looks like a decent getaway. Jonesy and Sharply getting away very, very good. Beautiful photo of everyone. Dan blocking the inside. Oh, and they touch. Jonesy and Dan touch, but I think Jonesy might have gotten away with it. Sharply got ahead of Cherbo, but Cherbo tucking in and now going for the inside. Can he get the move done? Oh, tries it, but Sharply with a very good overspeed on the outside. Keeps P3 for now. Now we begin Spy moving up P8. That I want. Street picking up at 3 same time already. Everyone's starting on softs. Pretty. Not by that, except for one car. I saw that started on mediums, but Pi with a great first lap, moving up 6 positions. Liam also with a very quick start, 4 positions up. We'll be looking to making it 5. Following Brenty, everyone just trying to get every bit of slipstream they can. One braking very late and runs into the back of Brenty a bit. Hopefully no damage. I think there is some damage. And Brenty picking up a 3 time penalty already. As we have Pi going around outside of Lewis. Actually no, it's Streets, sorry. And squeezing Street out and claiming P7. So let's put on the tires. So Zach on the hards. Don't really understand that one. Panda on the mediums. The rest of the guys are on softs. Brenty closing in on Aeon Blade. Aeon Blade who's actually out of DRS. And I think Foskett has got an issue. As Jonesy picks up the fastest lap with a 17.7. And we have DRS enabled, but won't be available to use until the 3rd sector. We see as he goes into the pits. Spillage. Looking for Chervo. Lewis closing in. Half a second behind. So obviously no DRS because there's only one detection point and it is before the lap begins. Aeon Blade P10 chasing Brenty, who has dropped off wide away, almost 2 seconds behind Street. He's also out of DRS. Now Lewis and Pi looking at the back of Spillage. Looking to get that exit and does get a good exit, and now Lewis obviously has the DRS and looks to be a bit faster in the straight line. Spillage very close to Cherbo though. see through this second part who can get a better exit. It looks to be Spillage again. Can Spillage actually, Cheddar will have a bit of more speed. Pi can't quite get it. He's out. Well, and through the URC train, the top 7 are all in it. Pi getting very close to Lewis, but he can't do anything through here. Taking a warning there, Pi. Look like. Now getting on to the second DRS, or third DRS straight. But you just can't do anything. And the other guys have DRS as well. Pi very close to Lewis. I'm sorry, we will have to switch because Jonesy is going for the lead. Still down, blocking the inside. Jonesy, everyone is flashing. And Jonesy takes the lead, and it's a virtual safety car just after Jonesy takes the lead. Obviously we'll have DRS. Oh, and we see Panda and Fosken diving into the pits. And Panda goes on hards, Fosket is on mediums. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna... Yeah, Fosket was on soft, so Fosket definitely... It's gonna be a stretch, but I think it's the right thing to do. Liam got by this fight. But now the question is, can Dan get the lead back? And Lewis has dropped out of the DRS from Spillage. That is not good. That will certainly help Pi. See if Lewis can get back into that DRS. I don't think so, but here comes Dan. Goes to the outside and is clean ahead before turn 1. And now Sharpie will have a look on Jonesy, who won't have DRS but will have a slipstream. Can't quite get close enough. Now you just have to try and stay as close as possible. We'll see that Jonesy is almost out of DRS. Can Jonesy stay within that vital 1 second gap that you need? Okay, very tricky to follow, but it looks like Jonesy has been able to keep it and has done so. And Street is out. Street has crashed, and it's a full course safety car. Everyone does have time to go into the pits, and I will be shocked if if someone doesn't go into the pits inside the top 11. You can see the full scramble. Honestly, Fosket, obviously very unlucky, but also might be able to gain a couple of places here. Obviously everybody going on mediums, and I think Panda and Sack will also go in. I know Fosket, super unlucky, will stay P12. Actually, Barbarian. Barbarian gets out just behind Fosket. Liam comes into the pits, Panda comes into the pits, and I am pretty certain Sack will come into the pits as well to fit medium tires. So then, with everyone having their pit stop done, the position changes, so Dan and Jonesy hasn't moved. P1 and P2 staying where they are. Sharpie has moved up 1 position. Very clean race so far from Sharpie. Spillage up 2 positions. Very good to see. Chervo down 2 positions for the Mercedes driver. So yeah, they dropped out of that DRS from Jones and got past. Pi has moved up 8 positions and is now in P6. Very good race so far. Brenty P7. And Lewis right now the final point scorer in the sprint race, I believe. Currently P8. Aeon Blade and Ozen rounds off the top 10. Fosket is P11. Barbarian is P12. Has moved up 1 position. Fosket down 1 position. Liam has still moved up 2 positions and now gets the chance to actually come back to the field. Panda 2 positions up, and Zach has moved down 3 positions, but everyone will have the chance to catch up to the safety car as we have almost half the race run in this sprint. Street will start in P16, I believe, for the race. So everyone on mediums, so we will hop on the penalties. So far Brendy has 6 seconds and Fosket has 3, which will be crucial. So very interesting safety car restart. I think at the end of this lap, start of lap 9, Panda and Zach just need to catch up. Obviously they don't want to ruin the tires as well. And there we have the race control message saying safety car in this lap. So Dan is now in control of the field and bunching everyone up. I hope this is the only safety car we see all night, and this is including the full race. Let's see, when will Dan go? And there he goes. Dan has gone, and he has absolutely caught Jonesy out. Sharpie very much on the back of Jonesy as well. Jonesy might be losing positions here. And maybe not only 1 position, multiple positions, as Spillage is also on the outside. Well, we don't have 3 wide, luckily. Sharpie on the inside, now turns to the outside, but now inside once again, and Sharpie has moved up into P2, a very good sprint race. And now can Spillage do anything on Jonesy? Jonesy has a little look as well. Oh, and there is Pi. Tries outside. Can't quite get it. Jervo now on the inside of Pi. A lot of action here. Can't quite get by Pi, who stays in P5. Olsen picking up a 3-second time penalty. That's not what he would have wanted, especially after the race in SPRC. Lewis very much in the back of Chedwo as well. Wants to move upwards after a disappointing qualifying session from Lewis. See big gap emerging. Dan 1.8 seconds almost ahead of Sharpie, and Jonesy all over a second as well behind Sharpie, so let's get it. No, Brent having a look on Lewis. Penalty with 6 seconds worth of penalties as well to keep in mind. Can't get it done. Panda for P13 against Barbarian. As a look, can't quite get it done. Oh, and that's a Ferrari in the wall. Oh, and it's another safety car. And now the question is, do you go in for softs or do you stay on these mediums? Everyone is bunched up, so the safety car will only be out for 2 laps. It will be 6 laps. Dan doesn't go for it. Sharpin doesn't. Spillage does. Spillage knows. Lewis obviously can't. Cherbourg does as well. Takes the gamble. A Ferrari does, and Foskett obviously has nothing to lose. Liam has also done it, so we have a couple of drivers doing it. We have Spillage, Cherbourg, Liam, Foskett and Renty all going in for soft tires. And I honestly think it's the strat. They will be a bit second hand at the end. But obviously, honestly, it's so much quicker than the mediums. Which was proved in the Tuesday race by someone, and the Thursday race by myself in SPRC. A very quick tire compared to their medium counterparts, and we will have an overtaking montage from Spillage, Cherbourg, Liam, Foskett and Brenty now. Crucial thing for them now is to not fight with each other too much and trip over, because they have the guys on 3-lap-old mediums now, or 2-lap-old mediums. And the mediums mostly won't die at the end, so it will be very interesting to see. The safety car is obviously going to come in at the end of lap 12. Now it's interesting. Someone like Dan can, in his mind, hopefully pull away enough that when someone like Liam, who's very quick, comes through the field, Dan is enough ahead with too few laps. So obviously with only 6 laps to go with when the safety car comes in, they will have to get moves done. And we'll see. No one dropping it on the safety car. No one wanna do that. No, doesn't look like it. As the safety car in this lap comes up once again. The best message to see in the game. Sharpie Dan. That's only a me thing. No. I know people can do it. Please. No, it doesn't look like it. Not today. See, when Dan goes in roughly the same place, and Sharpie hasn't been caught like Jonesy did. Jonesy again with a bad safety car restart. And there's 3 wide. Lewis. Oh, let's see, 3 wide into turn 1. It doesn't go, and it's a Jonesy who spins. Oh, and that looks like a reset the track, no? Cherbo losing places, left, right, and center here. Oh, get pushed out very wide. Oh, and the Haas of Zach looking very, very loose as JD in this transfer. Damn, what in the league, what a surprise. Yeah, it's definitely a big surprise. I want to pull this up. Okay, now you can see the tire guys getting up very quickly. It's Lewis on the inside, turns to the outside of Ozan. On the inside, through the final corner. Will be able to carry a lot of speed now. The Alpha Tower is giving each other a slipstream. Lewis are giving slipstream now. They are gonna go side by side through turn 1. Ozan gives up on that place. Zach comes up the inside of Panda. Panda goes to the outside, but Zach defends. And Panda will have to sit behind. I think Liam got caught up in something. 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds behind. Ozan under a lot of pressure here from Spillage. Spillage obviously on the soft tires, doing very well. Just waiting for the straight as the DRS gets enabled when Dan crosses the line, but it won't get enabled for these drivers until they cross the line as well. But Spillage now on the side, everyone flashing once again, and Spillage ahead. Let's see Lewis then side by side, Aeon Blade out braking Lewis. Let's see the second part of the straight then. Zach. Oh, as we have a very big battle for position here. Let's follow. On board with Foskett, as Foskett has a very good view of this. Zach gets a penalty and goes off track once again. And loses the place to Brendan. Panda on the outside. As the better line is further ahead. Jonesy with that time penalty. Aeon Blade with the time penalty. Now Spillage is on the back of Lewis. As Lewis is on the back of Aeon Blade. Yellow flags, but safety cars won't come out. Hopefully, as we get a beautiful section. But not what we want to see right now. Aeon Blade losing the position to Lewis. Can Spillage get by as well? Wants to get past as fast as possible. Just too far back. You can see in the background as well the Williams fighting the Ferrari, and now Spillage on what will be the outside quite easily gets the move done. Now just have to get up to Lewis. Lewis can let Spillage go and obviously won't catch the 5 seconds, but Spillage can pull Lewis along on the soft tires. And we will look on this battle between a multitude of cars. We have Ozan, Brenty, Panda, Zach and Foskett all in a train. We have Brenty looking at Ozen's behind, like Alex the Lion looking at Marty's behind in the Madagascar movies. For you who get that reference, you're old like me. We have had a good childhood. Brenty getting by. Let's see if Panda can get by as well. Yeah, I mean, cut off by Brenty, but Ozen has lost 2 positions in one straight, and now... Oh, Ozen, no! Ozen! Oh, losing the front wing as well, no! Fairly certain there was a front wing loss. I'm so sorry for catching that. I can't say anything because my spin was... Oh no! Ozen getting on the power too early and losing the front wing fully, which won't be of any use. Brenty very close to Ozen's teammate now, and actually past Ozen's teammate now, but a very good place for Aeon to lose that position, as Aeon will have DRS on the long straight. Aeon Blade with a pretty bad last turn, doesn't get a run of any sort, and now Panda is having a look. Obviously Aeon Blade also have DRS from Brenty, but doesn't have basically any slipstream. Aeon Blade is second behind Brenty, gets a second bite and has a very good first couple of corners and keeps ahead of Panda this lap, but now will need to push to get back within that 1 second as Jonesy gets by Ozen, as Ozen has gone into pits. And what is the final lap actually of this sprint? It has gone very, very fast, but it's looking like 8 points to Dan as he comes through the stands and crosses the line in P1 and will start pole position. Sharpie P2, Pi gets P3 on track, Spillage P4, Brenty P5, Aimblade P6, but then Lewis gets P5 actually, and Panda P6, Brenty P7, Aimblade P8, Sack P9, and Post get P10. Can Cheddar do anything against Liam? Doesn't look like it. Liam will take P11 ahead of Cheddar. Jonesy coming through to take P13. And we'll have some work to do in the full race. And Lewis is spinning on the penultimate corner to bottle P4 apparently. Unfortunately I didn't catch that. Hopefully can be shown in Discord. Wow, that's a sprint. Now to do that times 2. Driver of the day for the sprint is apparently Pi. I will have to give my driver of the day to Sharpie. Very, very clean and good race. Sprint race from Sharpie, going from P4 to P2, Pi P14 to P3. I said it. I said there would be someone from outside the top 10 on the podium, and would you know, Panda in P6 from P16, also a very, very good race. Also so unlucky. Okay, that's here. So it looks like we're gonna have some reverse grid now. I think reverse top 10 for the main event. I'm not quite sure. I haven't actually looked at the rules too much when it comes to the sprint races. I'll see if I can find them quickly. I don't think anyone actually knows what's going on. Yeah, I'm sensing that, and Chadwell is saying in the Discord, the screen format said it differently, and that is my memory of it as well. Can't actually find it. Here we are, format. So yeah, here we are. Sprint race over blah 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 blah. Grid reverse top 10 from qualifying results. So okay, so we are reversing the top 10. So we are gonna have Foskett on pole position ahead of Zach, Aeon Blade in P3. Or are we reversing the full? This is very confusing. Cherboy isn't starting third in. Oh, actually, Ozen finished, so it will be Ozen P1, Jonesy 2, Cherboy 3, Liam 4th, Foskett 5th, Zach 6th, Aeon, Brenty, Panda, Lewis, Spillage, Pi, Sharpie, Dan, and then I'm guessing Barbarian Street gets shoved in 15th and 16th for not finishing. I think I stand corrected, and we'll go through the grid order as soon as I get it up. Actually, I'll see if I can somehow. I don't think I can see it from here, can I? No. That will be very interesting to see someone like Dan or Pi coming from the back. Obviously Pi has already done that in the sprint. Now it gets put back at the back, but will be very interesting to see. We have the grid. We let Ozen win out of pity. Unfortunately, I don't make the rules. I would definitely allow that with his very unlucky spin. Here we are. Here we have it. So Ozen is starting on pole position. So Ozen gets it when from finishing the last finisher. Jonesy will be P2 ahead of Chervo. Liam P3, Foskett is... no, Liam P4, Foskett P5. Zack P6, Aeonblade P7, Brenty P8, Panda P9, Lewis the Beaker in the final points paying position, Spillage P11, Pi P12, Sharpie P13, Dan gets P14, Barbarian and Street is in P15 and 16 because they didn't finish. Now we have 10 minutes of waffle to do because we are apparently not going until 9:40 local time, 8:40 UK time. So yeah, waffle. Last season was obviously my first season commentating. This is hopefully not my last season commentating. I have the 22 game pre-ordered, so I will be ready for that game. How about everyone accidentally crashes so Ozen accidentally wins? I haven't heard of anything that of that sort since Crashgate 2000 and something, 6, 5, 4, somewhere around there. So yeah, I'm gonna act like I haven't seen it, haven't heard it. And we have the Slovaks in P1 and 3, will be very interesting to see. Yeah, still 8 minutes of waffle to do. I hope the new game is good. I hope the new game is better for commentators. Just more data to look at. Yeah, it would be very nice. But yeah, it's Codemasters and EA, so I doubt it very much. But I'm fairly confident in saying this will be Dan's lowest starting position since joining this league. So it will be very interesting to see what Dan can do from P14 on the grid. Obviously the quickest driver out on track, and his 2 championships prove that. Actually gonna look at something real quick.
Pojď, vyhráš to.
Podvyraž to, Ozan. Podvyraž to. Don't make fun of me, Ozan, or Chervo, if you're watching this. I tried, okay? I tried. Podvyraž to. That's a lot of things of your letters as well. There's still 6 minutes to go. Until 5 minutes now, until we're ready up for the main race. Obviously a good time to get a drink or something like that. Dobra praca, kamrat. Well, comrade. I think the last one means comrade or friend. Dobra praca, I have no clue. And I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. Dobra praca, kamarad. Podviera što. Yeah, see, the Swedish word for friend, or the old Swedish word for friend is kamrat. So, and that's how I could figure kamerad meant friend. I was like, that doesn't sound like Slovakian. Looks like Finnish to me. Oh, let's Sankarini, which is something about heroism. I am not sure about my Finnish. Sankarini. I know I've heard it when they have been talking about the Finnish national team in ice hockey, so I am Swedish, not Finnish. My dad is Finnish, but I don't speak the language, unfortunately, because it's very tricky to learn. It has a lot of letters, a lot of K's. Yeah, I mean it's half correct. I'm half Finnish, and I think I was running a Finnish flag when we raced in the Raft Racing League the first season, because I know I put the Finnish flag up for a while, so that might be why. But I am running the Swedish flag now again, because I am Swedish. Still 2 minutes to go. Jesus Christ. But yeah, any tire set to go on, so we will be trying the new rules basically. And then confirming it in the Discord. We I'm apparently the best Formula 1 commentator. I'll take that. Definitely not. Crofty is definitely better. Everyone is reading up. It's 1 minute to go, guys. What is this? It's still 10 seconds. Is my computer 10 seconds late? No, my phone is also saying 39, so. Everyone reading up. Only spillage and Ozan. Ozan not ready for this. Croft has got nothing on me. I need more enthusiasm, but I can't shout. If I did this in my basement, I probably could be the best commentator on earth, because I could have more enthusiasm without waking up the entire building. Let's hope everyone is back, so we don't have anyone stalling on the grid and getting disqualified for not being back on time. So everyone picking their setups once again, and picking tires. It's looking dry with a bit of clouds, so I doubt there is gonna be any rain, and I think we'll have that confirmed if anyone starts on mediums, which I think basically most of the field will do. I think it's gonna be medium softs for most guys here. Someone might do a hard soft. Oh, and a Finnish flag and a European flag, because someone wants to cheer for the whole of the European Union. So not Norway, but fuck Norway. Well, here we are then. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. The lights are all on. The lights have gone out, and Ozan is away. Have Jonesy gotten the better start? Yes, by a long mile. Liam and Chervo all on the inside. Oh, and that's not gonna work. 3 wide. There is contact, but no one's spinning. And Ozan keeps P3 from Liam at least. Liam very close. Oh, and there is a spinner in sack. And that's no from wing as well. There's a lot of soft runners actually. And it's a virtual safety car at least. Oh, and I think Foskett was ahead when that virtual safety car. Actually, I don't know who's ahead. Liam has to be ahead. A virtual safety car. That means we can bring the tires out. Everyone's starting on softs. Why? Why not do the easy medium softs? Maybe everyone was banking on a full core safety car. Let's see here. Does anyone go into the pits on lap 1? The Mercedes doesn't, Ozan doesn't. No one is going on the pits lap 1. Well, Barsak, unfortunately. So, whilst the virtual safety car is still out, let's get the positions up. So, Ozan unfortunately losing 2 positions right off the bat in the Mercedes 1-2 currently. Liam and Foskett keeping the positions. Everyone else moving up really slow as we have green flag racing again. Pie going around the outside of the Ferrari. And Lewis basically pushing Pie through Brenty. Now side by side through this quick corner. Pie cutting the corner a bit. Oh, and shoves Brenty out wide. Can Lewis get ahead? No. And Brenty parks it and goes very wide to keep speed. Now down the inside goes Lewis, the beaker. I was very close to saying Lewis Hamilton. Lewis with the switchback to the outside. Oh, and they both get very close to the wall. And a bunch of warnings. Oh, and I think Brenty's lost it from wing. Brenty has had some sort of issue. Zach on the medium tires now. Foskett on the outside of Aeon Blade. Side by side through that entire section. And now Pi is having a look. Foskett giving Aeon Blade a slipstream, going side by side once again. Oh, and Pi getting through somehow. Pi can't quite get ahead of Foskett into that section and will now drop back a bit due to dirty air. See, Liam picks up the first 3-second time penalty of the main event. They're close to each other. Sharpie had a look. Damn, already up into P9 I've just seen. Just behind Lewis Beaker, who's still trying to get by Aeon Blade. Lewis side by side. Dan just staying behind looking. Lewis takes the position and now Dan doesn't go for it, tucks back. Liam and Ozan having a battle as well here for P3. And Liam goes around Ozan and takes P3 for now. And Ozan keep with him. Ozan stays P4 for now. Lewis very close to Foskett. He manages to stay so close. Moves out to the side. Getting it by. No. Foskett getting DRS help. Foskett. Oh, as Liam has let Ozan by. Who got the DRS? Let's see here. Does Liam get the DRS or will Ozan get it? No, it's Liam. And this is we have Ozan losing 2 positions. 5, 6 cars even in one shot going into the first couple of turns. And now Liam goes through into P3 ahead of Pi. He parks it a bit. And Dan has gone up. Through this traffic. Now Ozan is the next car. Oh, and Ozan cutting the corner there a bit. You can see it's a big gap to the Mercedes drivers. Now the field has started to open up a bit. We will go on board with Sharpie, who is getting by Aeon Blade. Can he keep it into the turn? Yes. And the braking is much more confident. And now Dan on Ozan. How much later? Very much later. Braking for Dan, and Ozan unfortunately has had a bad race so far. Obviously the quicker drivers getting by. Street retiring in the pits. Has had enough for today. And now Lewis is looking at Pi. family. Emin. Lovely stuff. Oh, some still dropping. Now, let's see if Sharpie... Oh! Side by side into that corner. Let's see Liam and Lewis having a battle as well. We'll have a look at that. Liam... Oh, they're still side by side. Liam forcing Lewis wide. Lewis overtaking off track. We'll have to let Liam go. For now. Gets shoved off there as well. I can see them all three battling here from a perfect POV from Pi. And now then, Dan is looking behind them and seeing the cars closing in. And it's almost 3 wide. Oh, and that's a Liam around. Can't get on board with him. Liam dropping down a lot, unfortunately. Very unfortunate for him. As Panda goes very much off track. Some flag. Oh, and Liam is in the wall. What is going on? I think his tires are very much overheated. Very much. Anyways, Sharpie now, P6. That's not very well. Just looking at Pi. I think no, didn't get any slipstream. Also DRS, sorry. And we'll lose Sharpie. Oh, and that's a Ferrari going slow. This Barbarian going very slow. I think he's a lap down already. You see drivers pitting as well. Lewis fighting Dan. Dan on the outside through this very odd corner. And Dan is ahead. It's falling down, but Lewis the big. Oh, and it's a virtual safety car. It is a virtual safety car. It won't turn into a full core safety car. Chervo is in the pits for medium tires. Chervo is in the pits for medium tires. Dan and Lewis both go into the pits. Pi goes into the pits. So Liam does. Liam stays out. Okay. Oh, and Brent against the drive-through. We're speeding. Dan and Lewis coming out in P7 and 8. So keeping the keeping within the points, which is very good from them. Now what Lewis needs to do is just stay in this DRS from Dan. They don't want to fight too much, as they still have about 13 seconds up to Terrible. 14, maybe even 15 seconds. Obviously Jonesy still haven't pitted, but it's double that up to Jonesy, like 30 or something seconds. Lewis dropping back now. Don't want to drop back too much. Actually did DRS this lap, luckily. Also with this long straight can get all the way back. It's obviously not the easiest thing to do, keeping up with Dan. Brent taking that drive through now. Look at Aeon Blade, who just overtakes Spillage through turn 1. Now turn 2, and Spillage gets a 3-second time penalty after cutting turn 2, but stays ahead. But now on the second straight has so much overspeed. Aeon tries to cut back, just can't get it done, and Aeon Blade will stay ahead. Oscar in the pits. A little bit stationary. Aeon Blade a 3-second time penalty as well. Just combo with Incredible, who has caught up with Sharpie, the Mercedes driver. The Mercedes are looking very, very strong right now. Jonesy though, he kind of needs a safety car, a virtual safety car, to not drop too far back. I think we'll still come out in P3 and P4, somewhere around there. But obviously don't want to lose too much time. Sharpie going into the pits makes it 1-2 for Mercedes once again. Raft picked up a penalty. 3-second bar. Brenty has 9. This is why I don't like penalties. I want to see who has pitted and what tires. Sharpie coming out in P6. So yeah, Jonesy would come out behind Olsen, probably right around where Dan is. He has that on his MFD to see where he would come out compared. Lewis, another time penalty. Time penalties are costing Lewis right now. And obviously a late safety car can throw you so far down if you have penalties. Has managed to stay within DRS another lap. Obviously just gets carried. Doesn't have to use much ERS as well. Dan is flashing. Obviously Lewis can see that, so has less than 10%. And whilst Lewis can go almost a full lap probably without using overtake. as Liam goes up into P9. There's a lot of weaving. That's the fight for 2 points currently, which is a big one. We will go back up to Lewis' point of view. This is the only real fight together with Liam and Panda. Lewis has managed to stay very close to his lap. He can possibly make a move for P4. Open rear wing. And Jesus, past Dan. Look at that. That's a big one. Obviously Lewis needs to pull 6 seconds on Dan right now. Hopefully can change if Dan picks up a penalty. And I'm not gonna look at the warnings. Since I know Lewis is listening to this, so I don't want to give anyone any advantage. But now Lewis has gotten within the DRS of Ozan. Ozan has apparently dropped 13 seconds on the channel. So I think Ozan might have had a moment somewhere. Those tires are pretty dead also, so will probably come into the pits. But that doesn't stop Lewis from getting a DRS at least. Even if Dan can get DRS and slipstream. And Dan stays behind on turn 1, 2, 3 at least, but now can't quite get close enough into turn 4 either, so Lewis stays ahead one more lap. It now has 13 seconds up to Gervo, and there is a yellow flag. It's at the 2, it's a Ferrari of the Barbarian. Oh, and there's another yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, Barbarian spins. Barbarian hasn't very good. Brent is fighting spillage for P12. Multiple yellow flags, sector 2 and 3, but I think it's only the Ferrari and no safety car, which is what Jonesy would have needed. Jonesy 9 seconds behind Chedvo. Dan is ahead of Louis de Beeker. So yeah, a very clear 1-2 for Mercedes right now. Yeah, very interesting. Now let's see if Dan can get out of that 1 second gap and lose Lewis. Since we don't want to get slowed up. Then he has to, I think, yeah, Lewis just latches on to that DRS and will have to deal with him. Chadwick is 10 seconds out in front. Wow. Oh, Lewis just staying within that 1 second gap. And obviously has 2 straights. And it's a yellow flag. It's again Barbarian around in the wall. Can Barbarian find the right way? I have no clue what's going on with Barbarian. But Ozan is actually close to Liam. Barbarian is now... Oh, and it's a virtual safety car. Jonesy would have needed that a couple of laps ago. Oh, just as Dan has lost Lewis as well. So Lewis has to hope that Dan has a bad virtual safety car. Barbarian has retired, and that's a full core safety car because Barbarian has put it in the wall. And here, from here, you could go on soft. Dan does it. Lewis, I think, is changing his tires. Does he go on mediums? Let's see. Lewis goes on mediums. Dan goes on mediums. Doesn't have the guts to go on softs. Foskett goes on hards. That's interesting. Foskett gets on mediums maybe. No, everyone started on softs. So Foskett has just strategically gone from hards. Don't think that was the right choice, unfortunately, mate. No, Aeon also coming in for mediums. Brent is staying out. I don't think that's the right choice either. Coming for fresh tires. Spilling to Zach on very fresh tires. I think that is the right choice. Now, unfortunately for the Mercedes guys, obviously they have their free pit stop, which is very nice for them. Incredible doing it for the Slovaks. You see Jonesy as well coming in, also goes on softs. But unfortunately for the Mercedes, their very secure 1-2 just turned into a fight. See Dan staying out. Ozan doesn't go for it, even though once in a race where I did this exact thing and went on softs. I don't think anyone wants to change. I'm surprised Foskett and Aeon isn't coming in. Let's see. Aeon, if you're listening, please go in. No, they're staying on the hards. Brenty doesn't go into fresh rubber, spilling from the sack. Obviously have their pretty fresh tires. That is, to be fair to them, a bit rubbered in, so they can get them to work. But now, here Incredible has caught up, so I think that means no one has a delta anymore. Or see someone like Jones who wants to take it very easy now after the safety car. Doesn't want to ruin the tires. The safety car will probably come in the end of lap 22? Actually no, it's a long lap. I think Zach will be able to catch up. So beginning of lap 22 I think we'll go racing. Barbarian leaves the session. Very unfortunate for Barbarian. I don't think got set up to work. And just Yeah, didn't quite get it today. Can't remember what I did in the sprint. Brian crashed on the sprint as well, so Brenty going in for first tires now. Would have thought Brenty would have gone in for softs. Also would have had to do, less laps. Than someone like Chedbo and Jonesy. Let's see if Brenty can catch up for the end of sector 3. Might be a very late safety car call. And get a penalty on the safety car now, Brenty. We're watching the Ferrari of Brenty trying to catch back up to the field. I don't think we are gonna have a safety car in this lap. Oh! Just because I said so, it's a very, very late call from race control. Good thing for Brenty, his tires are warmed up, it doesn't need to warm them. Shelby's gonna have to wait and wait. Let's see. He has gone. Jonesy again with a bad safety car restart. And now on the soft can the softs carry him? Dan on the inside. Jonesy keeps it. Tied with a 3-second time penalty. And we go on to penalties. Going down the inside once again and having to brake hard. Jonesy not leaving any space whatsoever. Just fighting. Let Jedbo just fly away. Very tricky part. Now Jonesy here in second 2 can absolutely bolt. Boys have 3 laps to do. Or 2 laps. 2.5 laps to try and pull a second gap to Dan. Cherry with the fastest lap of race with a 17.757. I think that can be beaten. Jonesy has dropped in. Let's see, Ozan versus Pi. Ozan ends up behind. Look forward, not backwards. That's a thing for EA. At least allow me to just choose what camera I want. Well, then you just pick a camera. I don't trust you guys. Liam has gotten very close to Ozan. Let's see if Ozan can defend into here. There's a space and Liam will have to stay behind. The ice will get enabled and Jonesy with a 17.2. The confirmation is. And if nothing strange happens, I think this is a Mercedes 1-2. Because they have absolutely bolted 2.5 seconds ahead of Dan in P3, Lewis in P4. Lewis with another time penalty. Let's go on from this and see. Losing 9 seconds currently. Dropping down quite a lot. Only 6 seconds worth of penalties. Let's see the fight for first then. Jonesy versus Servo. It's an easy pass. Servo has a little look, but realizes it's not worth the fight right now. The Mercedes needs to work together to not lose too much time with these guys. Sharpie currently following Dan. Dan needs to stay out of a penalty, not only for insurance from Lewis and Sharpie, maybe even Pipe, but also if Jonesy and Chervil were to pick up a penalty, that is right in this once again, because those softs will start to drop off at the end of the race. But once again, the role reversal, role reversal. Chervo flies by Jonesy. Jonesy just tucks in. This is Sack picking up 3 seconds. I see Lewis getting by quite easily. Now let's see if Sharpie can go by. Down into turn 4. Dan obviously with a bit of slipstream manages to stay ahead. Pi with another 3-second time penalty as well. Is it just me, or have Sack been like 20 seconds behind every time I'm looking at this interval thing and looking for him? It's in P14, 24 seconds back. I have no clue what is going on. Now, once again, we will see overtake for the lead. Jonesy coming onto the straight, opening that letterbox, pulling out to the right, and both guys flashing, and tucks in ahead of Chervo. Going into turn 1, very simple. I see Brenty moving up into P11. Dan trying to get up to Lewis, but can't quite do it. Lewis obviously with 9 seconds won't be keeping that P3 unless Sharpie picks up 6 seconds, Pi 3 seconds, and Dan 9 seconds worth of penalties. And even then Panda might get in the way, as Liam has lost it. Just caught the end of that. Oh, don't get on the throttle too early. Wonder if there is any damage. Oh, well, the damage is talent at least. Overheated tire for Liam when he tries to bolt. There's the Chervo. Once again, Liam is off track. Liam's struggling so much with the tires right now. Fortunately, that is what happens with tires. They get so overheated. Liam has crashed. question is, I don't think it's going to be safety car because it's in the other end of the track. I think it's just going to be a local yellow. Yep, there we go. Oh, Chervil has pulled out a second. Jonesy just got in the earth before that though. Has gone back within that second. There is still that internal fight in Mercedes team. Because both want to win. Aeon Blade has retired, and that might trigger a safety car. Yes, it does. And this is crucial. Anyone... Yeah, Pi is the first. And I think everyone... No! It's Fosket. I didn't want to double stack. Or... Oh, his team is out. Just... Why? The Sox will easily make it now. Hards are definitely the slowest tire. Like mediums is slow and compared. Again, and Chervil will have the advantage of going in first if they want to pit. And I think they should. Just to make sure the tires have life. But let's see. Chervil obviously is first. Will Jonesy try anything into the pits? Chervil stays out. Jonesy gets a free pit stop. Dan comes in. Lewis comes in, obviously. Oh no! Sharpie, I think, crashed right into Lewis. Lewis getting a speeding penalty. I think that will be removed. I am certain that will be removed. Pi staying out. Panda. Oh, they have already pit, of course. Lewis manages to come out ahead though. That looked fun. Yeah, definitely. It's one of those. I'm not sure if Lewis has the assist on the pit assist, so he can't go blazing into the pits whilst Sharpie can. So it might have been that mistake. But now then, there's going to be 6 laps once we cross the line. Chervil on older tires, Jonesy on fresh softs, Fosket on hards, Dan, Lewis, Pi, everyone else on fresh soft tires. And again, Sank has the opportunity to get inside of points and steal a couple of them. And Osan P10, hold on, defend for your life. Osan needs to get points. Obviously Brent with 15 seconds, Jonesy with 9. I'm fairly certain 5 will get removed, since he don't have to pit again. So then, very interesting turn of events. We are gonna go racing at the end of lap 31. We are gonna have 5 laps of racing, which means we are gonna have some DRS. The safety car. Yeah, the safety car has. I wasn't paying attention. I was reading messages in Discord. Sorry about that. Terrible now backing up everyone. Jonesy hasn't had the best safety car restarts. This time has a very good one. Terrible not getting a good launch at all. Jonesy is side by side. And Chervo has dropped down into P2. Jonesy finally getting a good restart. And now Dan is on the hunt. Dan will be hunting this win. Lewis on the inside of Foskett gets the space he deserves. And Pye capitalizes but gets a penalty whilst overtaking Foskett on those hards. Foskett gives it dropping like a stone. The hards is 1.8 seconds slower per lap or something like that, I believe. And yeah, it's out. That's why. Dan has a look, doesn't go for it. Jones is pulling away. Those fresh shots are really strong right now. Compared to Cherbo's, which is 12 laps old, 11 laps old. Jeez. That's obviously with the 9 laps old, roughly. Dan has slipstream, pulls out to the left, which is the outside. Into turn 1, but keeps it, gets the inside for turn 2, but outside for turn 3. There's a better line, better exit, better run down into turn 4. Lewis the beater on the attack as well, will be looking to capitalize. Dan gives good space to Chervo, but Chervo getting forced out wide and losing the spot to Lewis as well. Chervo will see that Lewis has 14 seconds of penalties. Mostly 5 might get removed. Dan taking a wide line through there. Obviously went a little wide to maybe not get a warning. But now Chervo goes deep into this section. Jones with the fastest lap of the race, 17.2. Panda steals it by 1,000th of a second. Wow! A very close field indeed. Pye looking at Chervo, but just can't. Brentley with another 3 seconds time penalty. 14 seconds behind and is in the pits, so I think. Oh, and is retiring. So everyone will get point if they just finish right now, and I think everyone will finish because I think you still get classified if you DNF right now. But Pye has a bit of a moment trying to get by Chervo. Can't quite do it, so now Panda is looking. Want to get by because he obviously sees Chervo is vulnerable and doesn't have any penalties as well, so needs to get by to get on that podium. Dan trying to catch up. Has Lewis gotten DRS? If the DRS is an active now. it gets the it gets activated this lap, I believe so. Won't be activated now. Pi gets by. Can Panda get by? Has a little look, tucks in. So also gonna give him space. Now can Chervo. Oh, Panda on the outside tries to tuck back in. Can't quite get by. About 12 seconds. And this is the fight for. Oh, and Chervo picks up 3 seconds, and this now means that Panda has a podium. Even though Lewis goes down to 9 seconds. Panda is currently on the podium when we begin the final lap of the race. Dan will not have any DRS, but is hunting. I think Dan will need one more lap. I don't think Dan will get it. I'm not gonna look at any DRS. Panda gets by Chervo. Chervo actually gets passed by 2 people. Yes, Spillage also gets by. Dan still just trying to catch up, but can't even get in within that 1 second right now. Just outside it, and Jonesy. Oh, and Dan picks up a 3-second time penalty. That confirms Jonesy basically wins as long as he keeps it on track. Well, what does this mean for Panda? Can Panda get P2? I don't think so, but can Panda get P2? Let's see here. The confetti is flying. Jonesy will come over the line to win on track the Mexican Grand Prix. Ahead of that, Lewis on track P3. Pi. Panda crashes! No! Panda DNFs on the final turn. No, Panda! Spillage gets P3. What just happened? What just happened? Panda crashes right in front of the line. I'm talking like he can walk to the line and get P3, but Spillage gets P3. I have no idea about what happened with the penalties. Jonesy, what a race from the Mercedes guys. Unfortunately for Chervo, should have pitted for the fresh softs. Josie P1 deserved. Mercedes should have definitely won this race. 1-2. Dan ends 3.1 seconds behind with this 3-second time penalty. So Spillage just got ahead of Chervo and got that P3. Chervo P4 in the end for Mercedes. Lusibiki P5 will, with that 5-second removal, still stay P5 unfortunately. Osan gets P6 in the Alfa Romeo, so that's some good points. I think that's 8 points. Pi gets P7, Sack P8, Foss gets P9, Panda P10, and Brenty gets classified P11. I'm so gutted for Panda. So close to the line. Panda will get a point for it, but I'm so gutted for Panda. Driver of the day today. If Chervo would have won, I would have given it to Chervo, but now I have to give it to Jonesy or Dan. What a race. Wow. I I feel, I feel so gutted for Panda. Wow, what a race! I don't have any more words for it. Next week I won't be commentating because I will be in Gothenburg enjoying myself to a comedy show which I ordered 2 years ago. So yeah, I won't be watching it. Spent $80 on tickets, so yeah, I won't be watching that one live. I'll be watching it back. Let's say track list. But next week is Austin, Texas. But yeah, as I said, I won't be there. I will be back May 16th, 2 days after my birthday, for Montreal. Hopefully I am not hungover still from my birthday. But yeah, I have been your host, Jesper. Check out my channel, check out the URC Facebook, check out SPRC as well, and enjoy Austin next week, and I will see you guys somewhere else, probably Austin. No, not Austin, Canada. But yeah, enjoy your night, guys, and goodbye.